Okay, we're rolling. Hello, Emma and Jesca.
Hi,
everyone.
hello.
So what time is it, girls?
It's 6:30.
6:30 in the morning.
Okay, and it's a very beautiful morning today.
Yeah,
It
very
is.
nice.
And I just thought people in England would like to know what you're doing now you're back in Tanzania, because it was many years you studied in England. Could you just tell us briefly how long that was?
How long have you been in the UK? I mean in England?
Yes.
Oh, for myself, I've been in the UK for 6 years.
And I've been there for 7 years
And what were you doing?
studying. We are studying
For what?
education
For what purpose?
to come and teach.
Come and change Tanzania, hopefully.
Oh.
Not now, at the moment.
So, I wonder if you remember a year ago, this whole site was just a green field, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And we were talking about this dream of a school,
Yeah.
and now half the dream at least is available.
Yes.
So, you've been back, how long have you been back in Tanzania now?
About 4 months.
4 months, and how's it been?
It's been great and it's been a challenge to me.
Yeah.
Really
So-
big challenge.
So what sort of problems have you come up against?
No, do you? What problems? No, we're at home necessarily, because, for example, the children speak English, so it hasn't been really hard teaching the little ones at home. It's just that people here are very scared of changes. They don't want to change. They like to stay where they are. And if you talk about new ideas, like how about if you try this, like for example, not beating children, and they say like, no, it doesn't work. Like you say, no, actually it does work, because we've seen other people doing it and it works really well. But I think it's just that it's really hard to get into people's minds and try to change their thinking. That has been the most challenging thing to do. And we hope maybe one day they will just come to agree with what we are trying to do. So
Now, people will say, well, there's a government primary school nearby and there's a government secondary school. Why build a school at Bethany? What's wrong with the primary school, for instance?
The primary school, yes, it is there, and the secondary school is there, but the quality of the teaching is not very good, and that was the more reason why Bethany wanted its own school on site. For example, I think Graham might show you a video he took of the children from the primary school saying about their day and what lessons they have had, and for the most part, some of them have had no lessons at all, or one lesson, which is very disappointing. They are supposed to have 9 lessons a day, and to just have one, we think is a waste of time. So we are very optimistic that when our children come here, we will be able to give them a quality education. And I think we as teachers, Em and I, and from what we've learned in England, although sometimes it is discouraging, as Emma said, because people are scared of changes, and when we suggest things, they don't take it positively. So sometimes it demotivates, and you can easily get demotivated here. And we have found that over the past few months we've been here. And so, but we hope when our children come here, we won't get to that, because I think that's the main problem at the local primary school, same as the local secondary school. Teachers are not motivated. They don't want to go to the class and teach. They are happy to just sit in the staff room and chat, and yeah, so children really miss out, and they fail at the end of it, and they are beaten for failing, whereas the teachers fought. So it's very sad, a sad situation, but we hope it will change with this school of ours.
It's almost unbelievable to think that children can go to school and come home, and all the children from Bethany who went to that school, there were about 80 children, they've not received one lesson. You just can't believe that, but it's absolutely true, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yes.
And so no wonder they fail. And they were telling me yesterday that two of them in the class, I don't know, I think it was standard 4, had actually passed the exam, but they were beaten along with all the others for failing. So a crazy system. So obviously people back in England you've been to college with, I'll be very interested in knowing how you're getting on. And I'm going to take a video later of the classrooms. We've got 4 classrooms, although we should really have 8, but we've got 4, and we've got a staff room and a head teacher's office at the top there. And hopefully that will convince the people who give us a license to give us the license, and then we can actually start to educate. So whilst you're waiting for the license, could you just say what you've been doing whilst we're waiting? We're hoping January. It's now November, isn't it? November the 5th, actually.
Yeah.
So in January we're hoping for the license, which is the start of a new academic year in Tanzania. So how have you been filling your time between, or from when you came back in July to say January?
Well, we've been teaching the young children who are on site, and we have 4 groups, year 1s, year 2 and year 3s, and reception told us a nursery. So we've been working so hard teaching those here, and that's from 8 in the morning to 12, and then from 3 to 5, I think. We've been helping the local primary school, because they come from the local primary school at 2:30, and then they have their lunch and get ready for our lessons in the evenings. And also Jess has been helping with the secondary school girls in the evening at
Around 7:30 to 9 sometimes, so it depends. Yeah.
So it's a long day.
It is a long day.
And what
It's
do you
worth
do?
it.
What do you do for entertainment?
Well, at the moment, nothing.
Nothing
Apart from
much.
Jess goes for walks, because she likes walking a lot, and I sometimes have a nap or tidy up my bedroom.
Okay. Have you any messages for say Blackburn College or the people back at Ernest Street? Or?
We just miss you all, and yeah, we do really miss you, and we now we see the importance of why we were there, and the more purpose of why we were in England, and it is challenging putting all that into practice, because it is a lot of things that we've learned. And I think the first time we were here, I think Alison and Warren will know this, we tried to kind of do everything at once and try to put everything in practice, but it doesn't work like that. And they said you've got to take it one step at a time, and you've got to take it slow. You won't change overnight, and we are positive that people will eventually accept changes, but it will take time. And so we now realize that we've got to take it slowly. But it was hard, and we thank you for all your prayers, for your support, because without it we wouldn't really survive. It is a very lonely place actually to be, and we felt like strangers in our own country really when we came back, because 6 and 7 years I think is a very long time, and I think we kind of used to the culture there, the values, people just accepting and being positive all the time, and yet we came here, and whatever you suggested to people, they are like, oh, I'm not so sure about that working here. The children here aren't like the children in England. The children are different, but we believe that children are children wherever. It doesn't matter. So we really thank you, and especially Blackburn College, for the education you have given us. Is really, we are hoping that education will make a difference to this school of ours here.
Okay, thank you very much. Just one last note. I think we just want to thank all the people who made the building of the of the school possible. We're
Yes, yeah.
halfway there, aren't we?
Yes, we are, yeah.
And we've got one classroom with nearly enough desks in, haven't we?
Yes.
With about 20 odd desks and about 20 odd chairs without desks. I mean, it's a terrible thing to say, but money is so important, and money, and the people who've sent us money for this,
That's
they can
good,
now
yeah.
see it, can't they?
Yes,
And with the 8 girls in England
in
who've yet to
England,
come.
yeah. We're actually looking forward to that because
Yeah.
our worry at the moment, because we start next January, and obviously it's only me and Jess at the moment, the qualified teachers. So we are anxious employing Tanzanian teachers because they don't want to change, and the way they teach is quite different, and we don't want to degrade our quality of teaching. So we are so happy that we've got 8 more girls in the UK studying. So hopefully, one by one, we come back and we'll be more qualified teachers, and everything will be well. I mean, will be good.
So we're looking forward
So we're
for
looking
you
forward to you
coming
guys.
back.
Yeah, and Sophie, please,
And Fatuma.
the next year.
And girls, we really appreciate what you are doing, because as being there, having been there in England, we understand how hard it can be there, and we know you are very good ambassadors of Bethany there, and so we just want to encourage you to continue that and sing a lot.
Yeah. Far to
Don't be
sing a lot.
awkward.
You've got a beautiful
Yeah.
voice, so use it.
And Rehema, be encouraged, everyone be encouraged, and you be blessed.
Okay, can you just point to the classroom, because as we...
That one there is classroom number 1, and as
Okay.
Graham mentioned, there's just nearly enough chairs for our children.
Okay. I don't think it is. We could try. No.
So they're not open, sorry.
Well, let me just see if we can see through the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And let me just see there's some desks in there, about half, just over half. And then we've got the chairs. I think that's about it for that classroom.
Yeah, we are using this classroom at the moment with our 3-for-1 program, and
Oh yes, we didn't mention
yes,
that,
I
did we?
About that, did you?
No, talk about that, Jessica, then.
yeah.
And as Emma mentioned, we have this Pre-Form 1 program, which is teaching the Standard 7 leavers who've just finished primary school, preparing them for when they go to secondary school. And we started that last Saturday, and we are going to be doing it every Friday and every Saturday from 2 to 4. So we thought it was just a good idea, kind of an outreach project for Bethany, helping the local private schools, so they feel that we are not just doing everything for ourselves here at Bethany, when we are surrounded with a community that's kind of in a lot of needs, really. So we are helping them with that, and they seem to respond positively, although time is the problem. They don't really understand time.
Yes.
Some of them came at 4:30, just half an hour before the lesson ends, and some of them are 3, so but we said, we emphasized a lot that you've got to be on time. So we hope this week they will come on time and we'll be able to start the lessons early, because it's very distractive.
Okay. So just to recap, there are about 45 children who...
Yeah, about 45.
Yeah.
50 at the moment.
But I think
50, it's gone up. So this is nothing to do with the Bethany children. This is for all the children in the village who
Yeah.
go to the primary school, preparing them ready to go to the secondary school. It was amazing, wasn't it? Because although you said we start at 2 o'clock, only 2 children had turned
Yeah,
up.
turned up at
Although 40 odd had registered the day before, at 2 o'clock at the start time, only 2 had come, and it took a full hour before you got about half the people.
Yeah.
Amazing. They've no idea how they have time, as though they're happy just to have half an hour and an hour of a 2-hour session.
yeah. And yet, when they came, they were all like, can we have this like every day? And we said, we can't afford to have it every day anyway, because we are busy. But also, we said even that Friday, we gave them an extra day, because it was only going to be on Saturdays. We said this is conditional, based on how punctual you are. If you don't keep time, then we are going to cancel this other day and just have Saturdays, because you really got to show enthusiasm and show commitment that you really want to come to these classes.
Great.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we'll just have a look at this second classroom. This is a classroom that's got 2 chairs in it. So we could do with a few more chairs and desks in that one. We have got a whiteboard, which is the most important thing for teaching the children.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we've got lights, and I'm told they actually do work, although we tried them last night, we couldn't get them to work. But this is a block of 2 classrooms, and then if we just go this way, girls, and just show us what's up there. So this is our
Staff room.
the staff room, and you can see on the wall at the far end of the plaque, we put a plaque there to commemorate the gift of Margaret Harbour. And so that's great, and that'll be there for the life of the school, and we're very grateful for all the gifts we've received.
Yeah.
But for
Very
substantial,
grateful.
yeah, for substantial
We
gifts.
would have never built this school.
No.
Yeah.
So next door, if you just go and show us again. And we've had a head teacher's office here, haven't we?
Wow.
Wow. And that's a small room, and then behind that is a reception room from the other side. And so down the steps here. Classroom 3,
Yeah.
same setup, isn't it? Again, we've not got any chairs or anything in there yet, but we have got a whiteboard.
That's good thing.
You can sit on the floor,
Yeah.
and this is the final classroom 4.
Oh.
And then if you look out from here, you've got a very beautiful view of the lake, and we really need another 2 buildings for another 2 classrooms in each. And if I just turn the camera around, you can see over there, which is waiting to finish, we're hoping to finish it, is a toilet block for the students, and there's about 7 girls' toilets, and there are 5 boys, several urinals and wash basins. We're obviously having to build a septic tank as well down there. So we're hoping that by the end of November the toilet block is finished, and then we're hoping with everything in place for applying for the licence, which we would very much hope to get for January. Thank you very much for watching. Girls, would you like to say goodbye?
Thank you
Goodbye.
very much,
Thank you for
everyone.
your
Bye.
support.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything, and God bless
Bye.
you.